Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. Welcome back, my wonderful viewers from all over the world, to the Ren Symmetry Pirate Faerie Grotto Cave of awesomeness and sparkly things. That is now the official name of this giant pit in the Fantasy District. And my friends, I have some beautiful things to share with you guys today. Hope everybody out there is doing well, man. Hope you guys are in for a jam-packed episode of Hermitcraft. My goodness, it is Monday afternoon, well, late Monday afternoon for me, and well, I've been trying to record this episode all day long. It's been a little bit of a pain in the butt because I've had to restart a number of times simply because there's so many amazing things I want to show you today, but hopefully this will be the final cut of today's video. And well, let's see, where to begin? Well, you might have noticed a bunch of cobblestone all over the show, my dudes. Last episode, of course, we were working on a brand new auto-smelting facility here in Symmetry and I's shared cave base. And I've got to tell you guys, I have been making some real good progress on this very technical and very interesting project. And I want to thank everybody out there for all of the enthusiasm for this little project. I was a little bit worried that you guys were going to hate it, but a lot of you guys are absolutely loving it. Of course, the concept of this is these little furnaces are actually fairy houses. This is the door into the fairy house. This is the balcony. And these fairies inside of this cave are going to help us to auto-smelt items. We're not allowed to use the convex auto smelter, so Falsy and I are going to use this little facility. And as you guys can see, I've been hard at work with some hoppers and some colored blocks of jankiness, trying to figure out exactly how this auto smelter is going to work. And a lot of you guys have been giving me a few hints and tips too. So I'm going to take you guys through all of them changes in a moment. But before we get to that, oh baby, look at this. There is another cobblestone wall over here, and this can mean only one thing. Our base buddy False has been working on another facility for the Pirate Faerie Grotto Cave, and I am so curious to see what's behind here. But we have got a deal between Falsy and I. We are not going to be showing each other the things that we make down here until they are ready to be shown. So this week, False and I are going to do a bit of a reveal, and she'll show me what she's built over here. I'll show her what I built over there, and hopefully our base will then have two pretty useful facilities, an auto smelter and whatever is happening behind there. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to get cracking with a little bit of technical Minecraft to kick off today's episode. Kind of excited to show you guys what I've done out here. A little bit later in this episode, we're going to be chilling with Impulse and taking our log business to the next level. But listen, one thing at a time. Let me explain to you guys exactly what is going down with this very Swedish-looking auto-smelting facility. To catch you guys up in what's going on with this particular project, I'm trying to create a different type of auto-smelting facility that has a little bit of lore attached to it. And the idea that we had for this particular auto-smelting facility is that these furnaces are actually the homes of fairies, and fairies live inside of them. And, well, we are asking the fairies to smelt down the items that we want to cook. So we give the fairies the items, they do the work inside of their houses, and then they deliver all of the items that they smelt into a place for us to collect. Now, a ton of you guys let me know that my previous design, which was a ton of furnaces all over the show with a butt-ton of hoppers all over the show too, would be an absolute lag fest. And you guys were 100% correct. I've actually removed about 3/4 of the original furnaces that I had in the facility, just because the amount of hoppers that were in a part of the system was just starting to lag this area a lot. Big hopper chains like this are actually kind of bad for lag, and I don't want to lag out the server with this particular facility. So what I've done here is I've got a couple of working fairy houses over here, but what we'll also do is add a couple of non-working fairy houses, right? Just as a part of the facade, so to speak. So we might pop a few of these over here. Of course, not every fairy is going to be home when we need to smelt items. Some of them are going to be sleeping. Some of them are lazy. You know, some of them don't really want to work for us. You know, there's might be many reasons why a few of these houses won't be actually cooking when we get the fairies to smelt out some stuff for us. I never thought I'd be saying fairy and smelt in the same sentence, guys. Only in the game of Minecraft, am I right? Unfortunately, unfortunately, of course, what this has done is it's meant that this current smelter is only made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 furnaces, which is a pretty slow auto smelting facility by any stretch of the imagination. So what I've done is I've added a little bit of a secret area at the very top of the facility, and over here I think are 8 smelters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we've got 8 smelters up here plus 9, giving us 17 furnaces cooking away. So we'll be able to cook 17 items per cycle at a time, which isn't the fastest auto smelter in the world, but hey, it is going to do the job for Falsey and I. We can come drop some items off, leave them with the fairies. The fairies will do the business, and we'll get all the smelted stuff a few minutes later. So the majority of the smelting will probably happen up here, and of course what we're going to need to do is connect up some sort of output mechanism over here to deliver all of the items that get smelted up here. Of course, what's good about this system is this is expandable, so we might be able to add another 5 or so furnaces to this. Maybe we'll take the total number of furnaces up to, I don't know, like 24 or something, right? All right, let me explain what's going on with these colored lines up here, guys. Since we were last together on camera, I was having some real trouble basically automating this system of hoppers and furnaces. Basically, what I needed to achieve, if we wanted to create an auto smelter, was a railway line running along a hopper on top of the furnaces to deliver items into the furnaces, and then another railway line running along hoppers at the back of the furnaces to deliver coal into those furnaces, right? And unfortunately, that was just an absolute nightmare to make. I was trying to do it, but the railway lines were going up and down and all over the show. It was really impossible to do. So I came up with a pretty ingenious solution to this. Of course, because the hoppers can chain vertically, I've created a chain for the input of the furnaces that just goes directly up to a sort of single flat line. And of course, I can do exactly the same for the fuel. So we've got a hopper that goes into the back of the furnace, and then that chain goes all the way up to the top. Now, these different lines up here signify the different type of input lines. So the blue lines are going to be inputting items directly into the top of the furnaces. So this line will eventually connect up to an input chest of some kind, right? This is where we're going to be inputting our items into the auto smelter. And the yellow line is going to be inputting the fuel. And those items, of course, are going to be input into these furnaces using hopper rail carts. So the hopper mine carts, rather. So the hopper mine carts full of the items to smelt will follow the blue line, and the hopper mine carts full of fuel will follow the yellow line. We've had to do a little bit of jankiness over here, of course, though, because we needed those hopper mine carts to loop around here, and you can see that the yellow line or the fuel line actually has to go up a block and sort of travel above the blue line, and both of these lines will eventually end up here at the sort of big auto smelter section of the facility. So this is where the majority of the smeltage happens, and then they'll bounce off this and go all the way back down to the input section, right? So into the chests that are inputting the fuel and inputting the resources into the smelters. So we're keeping all of the railway network above the smelting facilities, basically. Like that's basically what this comes down to. Instead of having the rail carts running in and amongst the fairy homes themselves, we're just moving them up to the top of it. And what we can do then is, of course, cover all of this, right? And eventually what we're going to do is just cover all of the hoppers like so. And this is just using cobblestone for now. But of course, we'll make this look really beautiful. But we can just hide all of these hoppers like so, right, with a beautiful facade, and all we will see eventually are the fairy houses like in and amongst this cave system over here. So that's worked out kind of nice. I like it. Now what I would like to also do, which I think is going to be kind of interesting, let me see if I can break it down for you just with a very simple design here. I want there to be a sort of central pillar in the very middle of this cave, almost like a stalactite. Is it stalactite? Is that the one that comes from the bottom, or is it stalagmite? I think stalagmite come from the floor. But anyway, I want to have a stalagmite, and I guess it will be a stalactite at the same time. That is going to be at the very center of our fairy auto smelting facility. And this is going to go all the way up to the top of the roof. Now, what we can do at the very top of this facility, of course, you know, where we have that array of smelters up there, I want to deliver those items into a chute. And I want to be able to see those items falling down through a chute over here. And then they'll be collected here and delivered to their final chest where we can pick them up. But I kind of want to create a little bit of a fairy factory delivery in here. So my thinking is that the items get smelted and then they get sent upstairs to a place where the bureaucratic fairies check that they are of a significant quality, right? And they sort of sign them off. And once they sign the items off, they will fall down here and we'll be able to see them falling over here. So this little item delivery tube thing is going to be the indicator that the auto smelter is actually working, I guess. And if no items are flowing through here, that means that the furnaces are either out of fuel or, the system is broken or something. Just a nice little addition to the lore, I think, and I think that's going to look pretty cool. I haven't quite worked out where the input and output chests are going to be, but one step at a time, my friends. The next thing that I need to do for this particular facility is get all of the railway lines installed. So I think I'm going to get all of this down installed. Is that Cubfan talking to me? I'm not sure. He might be. Is he hiding somewhere? Is he invisible or something? Anyway, next step for me here, guys, is to get the railway lines installed for the input lines, right? So the blue one, again, is going to be inputting the items into the furnaces, and the yellow one is going to be doing the fuel. Now, while I'm doing this, guys, we need to go and spend a little time with our business partner, ImpulseSV. Now, I got a little bit of bad news about this particular collaboration. A few days ago, I was cleaning out my hard drive, and I accidentally deleted Impulse and I's collaboration that we recorded a few days ago. Yeah, YouTuber problems 101. I probably need to get a bigger hard drive, to be honest. Anyway, Impulse was kind enough to share his footage with me from his perspective. So for the next few minutes or so, guys, please don't be alarmed. We are going to be watching a little collaboration that I did with Impulse a few days ago from Impulse's perspective. And I guess we will call it Impulse Cam, so that, to avoid all confusion. But yeah, Impulse has put together, well, let's just say a little something that is going to take the convex out of the log business permanently. And it is going to be absolutely beautiful. Check this out.
Ren, my dude, what's up, man?
What's happening, business partner SV? It's cracking, dude.
Dude, last time we met up, I told you I had a business venture in mind. I could supply oak and birch, and then I realized that's not good enough. If we want to put
crack it.
No, man. If we want to put the conbutts out of business, we need to have all the wood. So I've been busy, as you can see, building some craziness.
See that. Is it just me, or is there a rather pungent odor floating over here from that direction?
Oh yeah, what is going on?
It's the convex's base in that direction, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's what that is. I was wondering that. This whole time I was working, I pretty much had to wear a mask.
It's like rotten eggs, man. It's disgusting.
Man, we got to take them down. We got to take these guys down. They're polluting the server. And I think
Dude, what is this thing? Oh my goodness.
It is massive. This is it was a big project, but I now have the ability to produce almost every single type of log. There's only one type I can't do, and that's the dark oak. But other than that, I can produce every single type of log we need, and it's like really, really easy. Like, dude, let me show you how easy this is.
Oh, you gonna fire this bad boy up? Okay.
I'll fire it up just because you can stand back and watch it, because like being able to watch it from afar is actually kind of cool. So, first of all, jungle saplings, man. These things are huge. They go like 12 high. Check this out.
Whoa.
Isn't that nuts?
Dude. This is epic.
Wait, check this out. There it is. You hear it?
Yeah.
That was TNT blowing everything up.
It's so neat. It's so like everything. This is beautiful. This is like a work of redstone art, my dude.
Oh,
this is
totally
sweet.
Yeah, this thing goes crazy with wood. I'm able to produce so much now. It's so awesome. So what I'm thinking is, now that I can produce all the things, like, and pretty easily, we could flood the market if we wanted to.
I mean, I'm smelling the end of the Conbutts' log business right here, my dude.
For sure, man.
Currently, there's a lot of pressure on them at the moment. I've halved the price of logs at the log shop. I've given Scar basically like a peace proposal / ultimatum to stop selling the logs. And now with this machine, we're talking about, I don't know, 3 stacks of logs for a diamond, 4 stacks of logs for a diamond.
Easily.
GG Conbutts log business, man.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, you think he's going to go to the trouble of cutting down trees by hand when he's only going to make 1 diamond per like 4 stacks? No way.
What a waste of time and life, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, you know, I think we definitely need a no convex allowed to use this machine sign, or anybody, really.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, this thing right now, it's like out in the open. Anybody could just stop by and think they could use it. We should probably do something about that. Like, This place, it's the industrial district. It feels like
Okay.
we should put a building around it, maybe lock it up, you know what I mean?
I tell you what, dude, you've put so much work into this thing. I'm gonna have a go at building a sweet building around this sucker.
Really?
Okay?
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
And we need to figure out a name for our corporation alliance of some kind, and then we can make a sign and everything, and it's gonna be sweet. And then nobody is allowed here but us.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Maybe even the viewers can help us out with some name ideas. That would be awesome.
That's a great idea, my dude. And then maybe we get on the stock market. We kick out one of the companies that isn't doing too well. I can speak to Doc about that. We could just kick them out. Just shove our way in there. That's what I'm talking about, man.
That would be great, man. That would be awesome. Oh, man. Yeah, let's shut these con butts down for good.
Yeah. Speaking of which, my dude, I got another little proposal for you. Shall we go in that direction real quick?
Sure, yeah. Let's head over there.
So, my business partner, welcome to Big Rocks Incorporated.
Oh, this is it right here? Are we on it?
Well, yeah, this is the foundations of it.
Ooh, okay, cool.
As you can see, I'm going to be selling all the resources that I've been digging up out of the ground when I've been getting diamonds to buy all the logs from the con butts.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't even look around to realize what I was looking at here. You got, all the different bricks types and got granite and everything. Wow, okay.
So the plan here is to sell the stuff in bulk. I'm going to be selling shulker boxes full of stacks of each of these blocks, right?
Oh, wow.
At like a wholesale price.
Wow, the shulker box alone sweetens the deal. That's crazy.
Exactly. I want to sweeten the deal a bit more though, my dude. I was thinking every good builder out there needs a little bit of food to keep them going when they're building massive structures and whatnot, right?
That's true.
So I was thinking, now that we got a bit of a partnership going on over here, if we jammed a stack of golden carrots into each shulker box, my dude, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're talking about some seriously good incentive to buy wholesale.
That is true. That is true. A stack of golden carrots will definitely last you for whatever project you're doing. Trust me, I just found out myself. So, oh man, and golden carrots are super simple for me because I have like a massive carrot farm that produces carrots like crazy. I have a massive gold farm that produces gold like crazy, and it's all about just crafting them, and that's nothing, man.
All right. So here's what I'm saying, man. You supply the carrots actions, and I'll cut you in on a little bit of the profits up in this business.
Oh, I'm in, man. I don't know if you heard, but I'm pretty broke lately. So any diamonds I can make, I'm game for right now. I'm trying to find ways to make some diamonds back. And crafting some golden carrots and throwing it in your shulker boxes full of stone and stuff is perfect.
All right. Well, I mean, dude, done deal. I think this calls for another running high five.
That's right.
Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do better this time.
Jeez. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Jump in.
Yeah. Oh, you fell off the thing.
I gotta be honest, guys, I am very pleased with the partnership that we are developing with the wonderful ImpulseSV as a hermit just flies casually past us. Hi, who was that? Oh man, things are starting to cook with some gas up in the log business here on Hermitcraft server, guys. And it looks like Impulse and I have cornered the market something fierce. That amazing log factory of doom that Impulse has created is going to allow us to create an insane amount of logs at a pretty low price, which means we could probably cut the cost of logs even more. Last episode, we set up a half-price sale over here, but with Impulse's factory, we could probably sell like 3 stacks of log for a diamond, something like that, right? And, well, I don't think that the con butts are going to be able to compete with that. So I guess that's a win here on the Great Log Wars of 2018. And as I said to Impulse in the segment, I think, we're going to be working on the actual factory build itself. We're going to be building that factory over there in the industrial district. So add another project into our project list. Also, just spotted an aeroplane that I have not seen before. Very nice. There's a couple of other awesome things around the server at the moment that have popped up since we were last together, like that beautiful little thing over there, which is looking pretty sweet. Tell you what, guys, end of the episode, let's go on a quick server tour, actually. There's quite a few things that I want to show you that are new on the server. However, I would very much like to take some profits for this week. It is a Monday, which means we've had a full week of profits. We've had a few days of the sale. We've had about a week worth of the sale during the Black Friday spending spree, and I would like to see how many diamonds we managed to crank over the weekend. Looks like spruce did a good amount of sales over there, 21 diamonds, very good, and dark oak wood once again getting bought like nobody's business, 40 diamonds in total now. We've got another big stack of purchase over here from the jungle loggage, 59 diamonds so far. My goodness, guys, what a ridiculously profitable week it has been. We are up from about, what, 20 to 30 diamonds a week to, well, it looks like a stack and a quarter so far. And once again, oak wood selling like a beast. A stack and a half worth of diamonds. Boom, that is what I'm talking about. Of course, we need to give Impulse a few of these too. So, you know what? I'm going to give my new partner in crime half a stack of diamonds for today's or this week's profits. I think he's earned it. The amount of time he's spent on that log factory is pretty insane. So, I'd like to put a couple of diamonds in his pocket for the hard work that he's done on that particular factory. But guys, we're going to start working on the factory build of that project in the next few days or so. Super excited about that. And of course, we're going to come back to the Big Rocks Incorporated docks build that we are currently working on. But before we can do that, we got to get our smelter up and running, guys, so that we can actually start cooking some of the things that we're selling out here. My goodness, so many open projects right now. Shall we quickly review? We got Grand Central Station, Hermit Railway Network, Big Rocks Docks. We have got the brand new Impulse ReNDoG Tree Factory of Doom and the ReNDoG Full Symmetry Pirate Fairy Grotto of awesomeness and shiny things that sparkle. So, yeah, lots of things to do, guys. Hope you have a lot of time to watch ReNDoG videos. You know what I realized while making today's episode, guys? This is our very first large-scale redstone project for Season 6. We've mostly been making buildings this season, and I gotta say, I've had a lot of fun with this project. Even though I'm really bad at modded Minecraft, at technical Minecraft, should I say, I really do enjoy the odd technical redstone build, and this one is going to be pretty special, especially if we can pull it off the way that we want it to. I have just installed all of the rails running along the tops of our fairy houses, or should I say our auto smelting furnaces, and well, I have used the most expensive way to do it, but I have so much redstone from the bacon mine, it is absurd, and well, this is a nice easy way to ensure that your redstone doesn't conflict with any of your other stuff like hoppers, right? We've got our powered rails over here with the block of redstone above it, and these should be enough to power our hopper minecarts all the way around and all the way back again. And I've just set up a temporary start and stop area over here. So I guess the best thing that we can do right now is put this sucker to the test. Let's make ourselves a couple of hopper minecarts over here. Let's get some coal, which we will add into the fuel section of this, and I suppose we could smelt down some cobblestone also. Let's melt down like 4 stacks of cobblestone over here, okay? So check this out, guys. If I have set this whole project up correctly, we should be able to fill all of our auto furnaces with coal and get them smelting. So every single one of these fairy houses should turn on. They're going to be receiving the items to smelt from these vertical hopper chains, and of course they're going to get the fuel from the vertical hopper chains coming in from the back, and those hopper chains are going to be fed via these hopper minecarts that we are now going to plug into the system and test out. This is pretty exciting stuff, guys. I am very, very keen to see if this is going to work. This is about 3 or 4 hours worth of work, by the way, going back and forth between different designs, trying to figure out one that works, and that does not make a button. We need some smooth stone to make a button over here, right? There we go. So if this works first time, guys, I am going to be a very pleased amateur redstone enthusiast, and hold your fingers and your paws, my dudes. Let's get this cracking. Looks like Iskal and Cub are having some sort of a technical Minecraft discussion too, which is kind of ironic and kind of cool at the same time. All right, so button goes over there. Let's just make sure the colors are correct. So yellow is going to be for fuel. Let's get all of the coal into the fuel delivery system, and this will be smeltage, right? And if we have set this up correctly, when we hit this button, our minecarts are going to go off on their way, and we should see our fairy houses light up. All right, let's send them on the way. There they go. All that coal is going to be delivered. One of the fairy houses turned on. Excellent stuff. All of these should be turned on. That one's on. That one's not on, which is a little bit of a concern. What has happened there? This is a good way for us to troubleshoot this too. Looks like he didn't actually get fuel. Oh, also there's yeah, he had a he had a rail inside of his house, so that's why that fairy didn't get to work. This one might have a rail inside of him too. Yep, there we go. So that fairy house is cooking, and all of the other fairy houses are cooking, baby. Very nice. We should see our rail carts returning though. And that kind of worries me. Oh, there they are. They've come all the way back here. Good stuff. Did they completely empty themselves out? Let's have a look. No, they definitely didn't empty themselves out. So we need to add some sort of a returning mechanism here for our minecarts. I just want to make sure that the furnaces in the upstairs array are all cooking. Yeah, so all of the furnaces up here are cooking. They're going to be sending their items to this hopper, and this is where we will collect the items from this array over here. All of that redstone dust is starting to clog up my nostrils, guys. Let's get some fresh air out here and go for a little bit of a fly around the Hermitcraft server. There's some pretty cool stuff going on around here, and I've got a really great update for you from the Hermit Railway Network project. A couple of the hermits on the server have been getting super involved with the project. Last time we got together with the Zoomer Void and had a look at this little section of the red line, which of course is the east line running through the shopping district. And yeah, X has done a great job here reworking this. Doesn't this look absolutely amazing? Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about, man. This inspires me so much to get the HRN up and running as fast as possible. Massive thank you to X for his work that he's doing here for this part of the line. And look at this, man. As we're traveling through here, we'll get a great view of the shopping district. And I think this goes down into a subway section, it looks like it. Yeah, and this travels through the old wool shop, which is closed down now, I think. And yeah, this is going to take a right turn. Oh, and this travels right past his shop too. Isn't that a fantastic little addition? I love that, man. So you get a view of X's shop as you're traveling on the east line. And of course, it's going to pop up here into the station, which is super exciting news. So great work by X over there. I love it. Looking fantastic. I think that X has also been working on another section of the line. This, of course, is a part of the circle line that is going to take a hermit all the way to the pirate district station. And was that just another hermit flying past me, I think? Man, it was super busy on the Hermitcraft server today. But yeah, look at this. Oh man, this is fantastic. So this line, or this monorail, is sort of matching the style of the pirate district here, right? We've all made out of wood, looking really beautiful. I love these little support beams holding up the double lines here. Really, really sweet. Of course, we do need to get a color code in here, right? This is going to be the orange line is going to be the great circle line. So we need to get some sort of an orange color into this line, but that is looking absolutely amazing. Shall we take to the air and take a look at this? Oh man, and it has gone so far also. Unbelievable. Looks like it goes underground there too, and I think that's where it stops. But yeah, guys, that is an absolutely amazing addition to the HRN. Looking so freaking sweet. Azuma hasn't been the only hermit busy working on HRN lines, though. Falsey has been working pretty hard on her own little bit of magic for the HRN, and this was in her last episode, or her second to last episode, I think, and she has been working on a section of the circle line, of course, but also a section of the northern line, right? This is a part of the northern line here, and she has made a beautiful underwater section of the HRN railway network. Look at this. Absolutely glorious. A bunch of quartz, a bunch of sea lanterns, super expensive build, and this travels really nicely through the ocean here. And of course, this is going to continue on its way all the way through to the pirate, or the fantasy district station rather. So great work, Falsey, on this beautiful section of the HRN. And I gotta say, guys, this is what I wanted to see happen here on the server. I wanted to start seeing some of the HRN popping up, and this is really, really great work by the Hermits. This got me super pumped up to finish this project off, and I'm sure the Hermits are super pumped to see this project finished too, and hopefully we can get rid of some of these horrible white blocks all over the server where the lines are supposed to be. But look at that tunnel, looking beautiful. I guess we need to get a bit of color in here too, right? It's going to be the northern line, which needs to be yellow, and it needs to be the circle line, which needs to be orange. So we need to sort of indicate those two colors in this design somewhere. But real great work, Falsey. I am loving it. Thank you guys for working so hard on the HRN with me. Very much appreciate it, guys. Man, that project is going to turn out real sweet. And yeah, lots of cool things happening on the Hermitcraft server at the moment, guys. It's going to be a fantastic December, I have a feeling. So while we're out and about, guys, why don't we spend a little bit of the diamonds that we made in Big Logs Incorporated this week? And, well, I can't think of a better place to spend our diamonds than right here in Good Times with Scar's cherry shop, which is still damaged from a creeper, it looks like it. Kind of ironic considering the iPhone 10 sales for this year. Oh, shots fired! Yep, I went there. But yeah, we're going to need a couple of redstone comparators and redstone repeaters and redstone bits and bobs to finish off our Faerie Pirate Grotto Autosmelter. And, well, I don't really want to make any of this stuff because it's a pain in the butt to make. So, Scar, take my diamonds, give me them beautiful, beautiful redstone bits. Welcome to Cherry Computers. Cherry Care is available upon special request. Okay, good stuff. What are we going to need? Some repeaters. What is this? 2 diamonds for 64. Excellent. I'll definitely take a stack of repeaters. Very good. And we're going to need a bunch of comparators. That is 2 diamonds for 32. You know what? I'm going to take 2 stacks of comparators just so that I don't have to worry about comparators for a while. And I think we're going to need some droppers. Yeah. Is it droppers or is it dispensers that we need? I think it's going to be a dropper that we need. 32 stacks for a diamond. Let me get a stack of those bad boys. Very nice. And just in case, I guess we will also get some ice surprise airs, which are the dispensers. 1 diamond for 16. Okay, let's just take a 16 stack of dispensers, and maybe actually the iGrumpy Book Pro is probably something we want to get our hands on. 32 for a diamond. Okay, so let's take a couple stacks of observers just in case we need those. That's probably going to be all the redstone bits and bobs that we're going to need. Oh, you know what we might need also is some redstone lanterns also. Those are completely sold out though, so that's unfortunate. Anything else that we need? I think that's probably going to do it. Maybe a couple of redstone torches, a diamond for 5 stacks. Oh, man. I guess, yeah, we'll take that. That seems like a pretty good deal. Diamond for 5 stacks. Beautiful. That's probably all the redstone bits and pieces I'm going to need for the rest of the season. But hey, thank you, Scar, for all of the bits and bobs. Let's go see if we can get some of these into the auto smelter. I got some pretty good plans that hopefully will work out if I can get my brain working properly. Now, before we continue with today's episode, guys, I've got a bit of a redstone disclaimer to read out to you. It goes a little something like this. Please ignore the ridiculous amount of jank that you are about to witness in the Faerie Pirate Grotto Cave auto smelter of doom and sparkly things. As you can see, the place is a ridiculous mess at the moment. It looks so ugly. Do not worry, guys. We are going to make this place look amazing, but we need to make it work before we can make it look amazing. So, for the last part of today's episode, let's work on a delivery system for our auto smelting facility over here. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'd like to see the items that are being smelt up in the array fall down a stalagmite/tite/crystal pillar of some kind so that we can see that the fairies are actually working and delivering the goods that they are smelting. This is also going to be a system that is going to be collecting the items that are smelted by the fairy homes, and those are going to be delivering the items into a final hopper chain over here, which will deliver the items into this chest. This is going to be for now the place that we collect the items. I think that's a pretty decent spot for it. So the bottom floor is easy, right? We got this U-bend that's collecting all of the items from the furnaces, and the U-bend will just simply send the item in here. To save on lag, we could probably even install a water system down here. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Water systems is where it's at right now, and that is how we're going to be basically moving the items from upstairs to downstairs in the most lag-friendly way possible. Now, since we were last together, I've added another 8 furnaces into the array up here. That gives us a total of 24 furnaces in our auto smelter, which is going to be pretty fast cooking. It's not the fastest of cooking, but hey, I think that's probably going to be good enough for False and I to cook down a few items here and there that we need, right? But of course, the challenge is to get the items from the furnaces into the chest downstairs, and we're going to be using a few of these things that we bought from a Scar to make this happen, and it's going to be pretty easy to do. So we've got some hoppers collecting the items being smelted underneath the underneath the furnaces over here, and those hoppers are going to end up in the butt of a dropper. Yeah, this is a dropper. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull a redstone pulse from the dropper as the items flow into the dropper. And we're going to use that redstone pulse to trigger this dropper over and over again. That is hopefully going to be how we can make the dropper spit the items out. In fact, you know what? We're going to use this hopper instead, which is going to make it a lot easier. So let me get this down. This is actually a little machine that I've made many, many times. In fact, probably close to 100 times now in Minecraft since I learned how to make this. Now, the way that this bad boy works is really kind of simple. And as you can see, it's a nice, cheap way to get items out of something like an an autosmelter into a delivery system, we are going to be using this hopper to generate redstone pulses. So every time an item passes through this hopper, this comparator is going to see that, and it's going to pulse this redstone repeater. The repeater is going to send a redstone signal via this redstone dust, and that's going to turn the comparator off, and it is going to trigger the dropper over here. And of course, then the comparator will get turned on again by the next item that travels through. And so we create a constant loop of redstone pulses as items pass through this hopper over here. So as you can see, as the items pass from the hopper into the dropper, we get a pulse from the redstone circuit here, and that is going to be spitting the items out into, well, this area over here. Now, this is the area that we're going to need to work with. We're going to need to actually catch the items inside of this canal, and, well, this is going to be the really easy bit, right? The items are going to land up in this canal, and then with a water source, we'll be able to flush the items down this channel, and eventually those items will end up at the bottom here in this hopper, and that will collect them and deliver them to this chest. A bucket of water acquired, my friends, and now we just have to figure out a way to get the water to push those items all the way to the end there. Also, I think I probably want to seal this off so that we don't have any loss of items that pass through that dropper. And I guess the way that we can do this is just make the water flow from the levels. Is this going to be the perfect distance? Let's have a look. Oh man, that is so very close to the perfect distance. I think we can add a block over here, right, just to extend the water flow a little bit more, and that is unfortunately not going to work. We have to move the whole thing by one, I think. What happens if we remove that one? Is that going to extend it a little bit? No, that's not going to extend it either, which is kind of annoying. I suppose we could do... Oh, I know what we could do. We could just use a sign or a ladder for this, right? Like, what am I doing? Man, I'm so bad at this game. Hold on, let me just get a ladder real quick. Oh man, I love this game called Minecraft, guys. You know, you rack your brain trying to figure out a super technical build, and then you completely fail to do the most simplest of tasks in the game. That is the story of my life playing this wonderful game. Anyway, check it out. We can very easily solve our problem over here with the sign. We will just drop the water level down right at the end here, and then we can just add a sign in the chute itself, right? That's going to stop the water source, but that will allow the items to flow over the edge. And is that water down there going to disappear? I think we might have made a water source down there, it looks like it. But that now should be working the way that we wanted to, although that item looks a little bit lonely down there. Let's throw a bunch of cobblestone in here and just test this system. Oh yeah, look at that, man. The items actually ramp over that ledge. There's absolutely no ways they're going to get stuck down there. I think that was just when I broke the block. But wow, look how fast they travel. That is crazy. And I love how they sort of bounce off the wall there too, although we will never actually see that in the finished project. But yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, it looks like we've got a water source down here for some reason. Oh, it's flowing out of... Okay, there we go. Yep, I told you guys there would be a bunch of jank, okay? The jank is real right now. Let's plug that up real quick. And that should be our delivery system working now, guys. So we can actually put this bad boy to the test right now, although my inventory is completely full of junk, which is kind of annoying. Shall we cook down 24 blocks? And I tell you what we'll do, just to make sure that all of those blocks travel through the system and we can see them. Let's cook down 24 blocks stone bricks and make 24 cracked stone bricks, right? So if everything is working correctly the way that we want it to, we should see 24 stone bricks end up in our output chest over here. Let's just clean that one out. And I still have a little bit of fuel. I suppose we should add a little bit of more fuel into the furnace. I don't know where I put all the remaining coal. Oh, it's going to be in the minecart up here, isn't it? Okay. Oh man, I'm actually getting excited right now. My heart is starting to palpitate slightly. Look at this. I can't even jump properly. Oh my... Ren, can you please make your fingers work properly? Okay, there we go. All right, are you guys ready for this, man? If this works out the first time, I'm going to be very, very pleased. Let's add a bit of fuel in there, and 24 of these things is what we would like to cook down. 24 stone bricks into cracked bricks. Go minecarts, do your business, and we should see our fairy houses firing up. There we go. 3 have fired up. How about that one? No, that one hasn't fired up. All right, let's just check that everything is okay there. There might be a rail. Oh, there's a bit of coal in this one. Did I put the things in the wrong minecarts? Prototype test A.101 has been a complete failure, guys. We have somehow managed to lose 4 cracked stone bricks in our Faerie Autosmelter. No idea where they are. Although I have just been through all of the furnaces and I've cleaned them out. A couple of them had some rails and stuff in them. So hopefully test 2 will go a little bit better. I've made myself another few stone bricks over here. Let's cook down 24 more stone bricks. There might be 2 of these stuck up in the dropper upstairs. The dropper won't actually emit all of the items out of it. But let's make sure that we are using the correct minecart over here. It's the blue line that we are using, right? And let's just make sure that the blue line is in fact, yeah, the blue line is traveling over the top of these furnaces. Okay, good. So blue line is the input line. Let's try this one more time. See if we can get this working for the end of the episode. 24 stone bricks to be smelted into cracked stone bricks. And if everything goes well, we should see all of our fairy houses turn on. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is going to turn on at the last second. Yeah, that's the last in the chain. So that one turns on. Excellent. All of these ones are on. And we should see some items falling down this chute in a moment. And this will give us a good idea of how long it takes to cook down 24 items. It looks like it's going to take about a minute or so to do 24 items. So to do a stack of 64 will take about 3 minutes, I guess, 3 to 4 minutes or so, which isn't too bad. Ooh, I just heard the triggering of our dropper upstairs. And there our items are falling down the chute. Very, very nice. Look at that. Oh, yes, it freaking works, dudes. Oh, that pleases me greatly. Oh, it's the small things in life, guys. No idea how much we actually cooked, though. Let's have a look at our loss. Okay, so we lost 2 cracked stone bricks. I'm assuming those 2 cracked stone bricks are actually stuck in the dropper upstairs. But guys, we made our Faerie Autosmelter work today. I'm very pleased with that. The hoppers, or the hopper minecarts have returned also, which means next episode we can figure out return mechanism. So if the hopper minecart is still full of items, I want it to go back into the system, right? And let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. There's the 2 cracked stone bricks that were missing, stuck in the hopper, in the dropper. Oh my goodness, man, messing up the freaking descriptions over here. Dudes, I'm so freaking happy. The place works, man. I cannot wait to show Falsey our brand new auto smelter fairy cave. Yep, that's the signal for me to stop recording, guys. The brain has officially shut down. Good news is we made our Faerie Autosmelter work, and I am very, very pleased. Guys, if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, well, we're about to make a really cool redstone project look beautiful. So hit the subscribe button, jingle jangle the bell. My dudes, me, and my fellow fairy smelting workers sign it out from the Hermitcraft server. We'll smell you all in the next episode. Can I buy a new brain from somebody?